What do you make of the minister's reasoning or his claims of a malicious fight-back campaign?
Listen, look, Outer, for instance, we don't believe that their motivation or their motives are pure angelic and they are to rid the country of corruption. They have always been politically implicated. For instance, you look at the cases they investigate, they're more political than other. For instance, in private, there's corruption. They do not investigate. There are many other issues which they do not investigate. So they are obviously, as far as we're concerned, a right-wing reactionary organization, and that one, there's no ambiguity as far as we are concerned as the union. However, whether the motives of Outer, what the minister says to be that they're nefarious act and all of that, it does not change the reality of the students on the ground. The litmus test of whether the man must resign or not must be purely based on the experience of the students of the poor and the working class, which he claims to be represent when he was still a communist. You understand? So, because that's the point here. It does not matter the allegation. The point is, Minister, how many students had their allowances when they wrote the examinations? How many students slept without food because of your incompetence and that of your friends from May not receiving their allowances up until the end of the month? How many students have had to, regrettably, not that we condone it, turn to crime to be able to sustain themselves throughout the academic year? How many students have had to turn to prostitution to sustain themselves throughout the academic year? And we've got scores of students all at the helm, under the helm and the leadership, or rather the lack of leadership of Minister Blade Nzimande and his criminal friends.